In the long answer question, in the long answer question, it is quite clear, beta.
No, ma'am. Before that, you had sent a file.
Which one? That's what I'm asking you. Just let me know which one you are talking about, which chapter you are talking about. Just inform me.
Ma'am, this only respiration.
Especially others don't have problem. If you have problem, you can ask your friends.
यस मैम उसमें नहीं दिख रहा.
So all of you are not able to see, or it's only
Ma'am,
few
in
of you.
lines, the last alphabets were weird that I'm not seeing clearly.
Okay. So do you wish me to send it again? Then I will send it again to you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Fine. I will send it again to you. No problem. And whenever this thing happens, you can WhatsApp me so that I can do it again. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now we are going to start with a new chapter, that is lesson number 11, transportation in plants and animals. So these are the modes of transportation. What is this?
Modes of
It's a
transportation.
ship. It's a ship, right? Then this is a steamer. Then what are these? Double-decker buses, right? What is this? Train. This is a truck. This is lorry, right? So what are they doing? They're transporting things and they're transporting themselves also from one place to other. So these are the modes of transportation. This is what we are going to study. Yes, read.
Ma'am, can I read Almas?
Ma'am, can I read?
All of you will have chance. Let Almas go through it first.
Living things, both plants and animals, including man, need transport system.
Fine. So we know that the living creatures which is observed on earth comprising of plants, animals, microorganisms, in that human beings are also included. All of us, we need a transport system
Ma'am, how
because
can
it's a body.
animals need transportation?
I will show you. I will show you. Just be with me for a while and I will show you. So in animal, we also are included. Human beings are included in animals, Sweta. We are not included in plants. They are included in animals. If we have the circulatory system, if we have the transportation system, even animals have the same system, isn't it? Because we come in animals. What do you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Over here you can see trees, the deer, and the dog. So all these have got transport system. So this is our body, human body. So you can see the transportation system from head to toes. The blood is flowing. Now, blood is the transport or the circulatory system. You understood? So it is transporting from one place to other place. So what is transporting? The blood. Okay? Whereas in plants also we can see the transport system from roots to flowers. What it is transporting? Water and food. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now read point by point.
Can I
And if you
read?
can explain, yes, better. You can read. If you can explain as well.
Okay.
Because it's not
To
difficult
stay
at all.
alive,
Yes, better.
to stay alive, all living organisms need to transport materials like food, water, and oxygen to various parts of body.
Okay, can you explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Say,
Whichever things are live that needs transport materials like food, water, oxygen for various parts of bodies.
okay. So what is more essential? What is the most, not more, what is the most essential for for an organism to survive? It is food. We need water. We need air, isn't it? All these three things are the basis of survival. So food is very important, water is important, as well as oxygen is important for us to survive. So now how is it moving in the body? So we need a transport system. What we need?
Transport system.
Exactly. It has to move in the body. It cannot be localized. Because if it doesn't move in the body, how can we get the energy? How can it reaches all the cells? You understand? How the food will be broken down then? And how we will get the energy then? So everything is related. So transportation is a must in the living organism for food, water, and oxygen. Yes. Next point. Next point.
Food and oxygen are transported to all the cells in the body for respiration and growth.
Fine.
Food and
How, just,
oxygen.
just, just, huh. Now you will tell me because in the last chapter, remember respiration. We did respiration, isn't it better? Breathing and respiration, we found a difference. Same thing, you have to teach me in this point what is required. Say, hello, explain better.
Food and oxygen are transported in bodies for respiration and growth.
How? How?
Waste products are transported
No, I
from
said,
the
I'm
cell.
asking you, just a moment, I said how? You have to still explain, you have not explained completely. See, in the cellular level, the food is going and gets stored in the cell. In the cell, the mitochondria, that is the cell organelles, which is also called as the powerhouse of the cell. You understand? Powerhouse of the cell releases energy by breaking down of the food in the cell. You got my point? So when the food is broken down, what is released? Energy as well as carbon dioxide. What else is released? Carbon dioxide. And that is called as respiration, which takes place in cell, hence it is called as cellular respiration. What it is called as? Cellular respiration. Until unless the cell respires, we will not get energy. Okay? And you know that energy is very essential for the growth of the body. Start.
There are various waste
Waste
products are
products.
transported from the cells to organs that excrete them.
Okay, can you explain?
Whatever waste products from the cells are
For example,
excreted from organs.
for example,
For example, ma'am,
yes.
I don't have examples.
Okay. Just now I taught you what I said. The food is broken down in the cell. What is given out? One is energy, and the next one is carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide is waste. There has to be a way to be removed from the body. What it does? The blood. When it is giving oxygen, after some time it is also taking carbon dioxide from the cell. It collects all the carbon dioxide from all the cells, all the size of the body, and it brings it to the heart. From the heart, it goes to lungs. From the lungs, it goes to the nostrils of the nose, and from there, it is let out of the body. So, the air which comes out of the body is carbon dioxide rich air. You got my point now? This is how the organ. Now, which organ is responsible? One is heart, and then the lungs, and then the nose. So, it comes out. Last,
There are various methods by which materials are transported in plants and animals.
so now in this chapter, we are going to study different types or different ways by which materials are transported in plants as well as animals. Hope you have understood this slide,
Yes, ma'am.
all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, read.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yes, yes, better you can.
Ma'am, I read.
Who is it? You have to give a
Zainab
Zainab
name.
Rupani.
Mubashir.
Zainab
Zainab
Rupani.
Rupani. Did you read earlier, Zainab?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
fine. Okay, okay, Zainab, then carry on. And who is the second one who had asked me the permission?
Jaya Mubashira.
Did you read it earlier?
No.
Okay, fine. After Zainab finishes, the next slide you take on. Okay?
Okay.
Mubashira? Fine. Okay, better. Starts Zainab.
Okay, ma'am. Transportation in humans. The process of diffusion is too slow to work in higher animals, including humans. In such animals, a well-developed pick-up and delivery system, known as circulatory system, is present.
No,
The
stop it.
circular
Stop it. Stop it. Now, what is diffusion? Once I had given you an example that if I open a spray bottle or if I apply spray at one corner of the room, say bedroom, if I apply spray in the bedroom and you are sitting in the drawing room, after some time you can get the smell of the spray. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The same thing happens when a mama is cooking your favorite dish. Yes, it is kitchen, but you are in the drawing room. You get the smell of the food being cooked.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
What is the process? What is the phenomena which is happening? It is called diffusion. What it is called as? Diffusion.
Diffusion.
What is the diffusion? It is from movement of particles from high concentration to low concentration. Now, what is the particles of high concentration? Particles of high concentration are, which one it is? Spray. The spray particles are too much at one corner of the room, which press with the air particles, and then with the flow of the air particles, it comes from the bedroom to the drawing room. Yes or no? So the movement of the particle is from high concentration to low concentration. Diffusion. Any problem? Hello, any problem?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now, in this condition, we don't get diffusion in humans. It's next to impossible. We get diffusion in amoeba. Have you heard about amoeba?
Yes.
Pseudopodia. Yes, remember pseudopodia, it can change its shape. Now, in that case, in amoeba, we get diffusion because it's a simple animal, it's a simple organism. So diffusion, by diffusion, uh, what you call it as, it takes in water from the environment and it releases its residue and the waste to the environment by the means of diffusion. It's so simple. But in case of animal, and that too human beings, we need a way of picking up something. You know, you pick up wagon, you must have observed. Like we pack things, we put it in the wagon, in the lorry or in the truck, and then it takes to the site from where we have to uh, establish ourselves again. So that is called pickup and delivery system. So you take the parcel and you deliver the parcel to respective places. Same way in our body, the same mechanism happens. And this is called as circulatory system. What it is called as? Circulatory. It is taken from one's like heart, from lungs, from nose we breathe, then it goes to lungs. It has got oxygen rich air. From lungs it goes to heart, oxygen rich blood. Now you understand that it reaches all
Yes.
parts of the body. It reaches also, it's transporting, it is circulating. And while moving to all parts of the body, it is collecting the carbon dioxide also from all the cells. And again it goes back to the heart. From heart it goes to the lungs. From lungs it goes to nostrils and the air is removed from the body. This is carbon dioxide rich. Hope you understood. This mechanism is called a circulatory system. Please now read.
In the circulatory system, the blood delivers food and oxygen to every cell in the body. It also carries wastage away from every cell in the body. The circulatory system is consists of the blood vessel, and the heart.
So what is find in the circulatory system? Blood is doing everything.
Blood.
So blood, it is giving the food, blood is giving the oxygen to every cell which is in contact. That means it is the road. Blood is a road. It's flowing in a tube, so it is making a path. So it's making so many paths in the body, it's reaching to all the cells. So what the blood is doing, it is taking food and oxygen in the blood and giving to each and every cell which is in contact with the blood. So this system has blood vessels and the heart. So this is the way it moves. The circulatory system is consisting of heart, blood vessels, and capillaries. That we will do it later. Blood vessels are thick. They're big vessels. They're big passage tubes. Whereas capillaries are fine passage tubes. Okay? Now read. Transport system in animals. Yes, Mubashira.
Yes, ma'am. Transport system in animals. We need transport when point two cells are far away from each other. Second, materials needed to be moved from one place to another place.
Right? So why are we transporting? Why it's required? Why transportation is required? Because the cells are very wide apart. They're far away. One cell will get, the other cell will not get. What will happen? The cell will die. When the cell will not get food. If I don't give you food for 7 days, we will die. Isn't it? Hello? Similarly, all the cells require food. So there has to be connectivity, there has to be system. So this is circulatory system starts. And also I get oxygen rich blood. Now that blood has to reach everywhere so that oxygen should reach to all the cells. Isn't it? Yes. So the movement of oxygen from one place to other has to be present. Then only the cycle will be completed, isn't it? So material has to move, food has to move, oxygen has to move, carbon dioxide has to move from one place to other place and making the circulatory system. Yes, start.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yes, beta.
Transportation in animals. All organisms need food, water, and oxygen for survival. So they need to.
Do you agree? Hello. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Okay. So all organisms to survive, they require food, water, and oxygen. Next.
So they need to transport all these. Waste
Okay.
is waste also to be transported.
Okay. Obviously, I told you just now when we are giving carbon dioxide to each and every cell, while doing so, we are collecting carbon dioxide to be removed from the body, isn't it? Okay, even everything, food has to be transported, even waste has to be transported. Yes, then
The system carrying on this function is called circulatory system. It consists of blood vessel, and heart.
understood what it is consisting of: blood vessels, and heart. So all these three they make the circulatory system. What is this? What is it?
Heart.
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 What is written
Heart.
at the bottom?
The engine of the life.
The engine of
Engine of
life or engine of the life?
The
The
engine.
engine of life.
So be careful. Okay, so I don't need any extra article. This is how the heart looks like. See, our heart looks like this. Just observe it. Then I will show you one by one. Yes, the heart. Read. Read.
The heart is a powerful fist-sized muscular organ located between the lungs. It
Okay.
is centrally placed but
Tilted.
to, tilted towards the left. It
Stop it.
beats six. Oh,
Stop it for a while. Now you close your palm, put your thumb inside and cover it with your four fingers. Yes, this is the size of a heart. Where do we find the heart? In between the lungs. In between the lungs, we find the heart. But if you go to a doctor, the doctor will use the stethoscope on the left hand side of your chest. Yes or no? Because the heart is tilted towards the left hand side. That's why the doctor always apply the stethoscope on the left of your chest. Yes, better. Now,
it beats 60 to 80 times a minute throughout our life. It is made up of strong cardiac muscles.
cardiac muscles. Good. Cardiac. What it is? Cardiac. So how many times it beats, beta? Between 60 to 80 times. In 1 minute, it beats around 60 to 80 times. It depends upon the person. And the heart, it is made of which type of muscles, beta? Cardiac muscles. Which type of muscles? Cardiac muscles. What is the
Cardiac muscles.
function? Yeah, what is the function? Let's see.
The heart constantly
No,
pumps
no, no.
blood to
No, beta, the heart constantly pumps. It is constantly.
the heart constantly pumps blood to different parts of the body through veins, capillaries and arteries so that
Hmm.
each cell gets the food and oxygen it needs.
What it does? So heart is continuously, the day it stops working, we will die. The day it stops working, we will die. So it is constantly pumping because if it does not pump, then the blood will not flow with the pressure. How does it go to all the parts of the body if it is not pumped? If it's a free flow, then the blood will not reach to all parts of the body. But for reaching to all parts of the body, it has to come out with a pressure. And this pump, the heart, which is behaving like a pump, is creating the pressure. Now it is reaching to different parts of the body. How it is reaching with the veins? The blue colored tubes you can see on your body is called veins. Then capillaries. These are found at the tip of the toes and the tip of your fingers. Those are the capillaries. Arteries are the tubes which come out from the heart. The big tubes. I'm talking about the big tubes. Okay? Through which the blood is flowing. Why so? Because each cell wants the food and oxygen. It requires the food and oxygen. If blood is the only way which is making it available to all the cells. Okay? If blood would not be here, how will be the transportation mechanism, beta? We cannot even think about it, right? Next.
The heart is divided into four chambers. The top chambers with comparatively thinner walls are called auricles.
Auricles are called auricles. So the top chamber with thin walls are called auricles. I will show you. All of you please pay attention. Can you see this wall? This portion. Can you see this wall and this portion? This is auricle. This is one and this is second. Left auricle and the right auricle. This much you have understood? Let's come
Yes,
to,
ma'am.
let's come to the bottom.
The two lower chambers with thick muscular walls are called ventricles.
Okay, fine. Now let's see. Auricle we have seen. Okay, now we'll see ventricle. Now how thick the wall is. Can you see this thickness of the wall? Yes or no? See this. How thick the wall is. This is ventricle. What is this? Ventricle. Left ventricle and the right ventricle. Any problem regarding the understanding of the heart? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yes, did you understand the structure
Yes,
of the
ma'am.
heart?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've taken this purposely for the revision purpose, okay? Say it again. Anyone else who wants to read it, beta?
Can I read?
Yes, sure.
Heart it Heart it acts as a pump for transport of blood.
Is
It
it
is
okay?
it is located in the chest cavity with its lower tip slightly tilted towards the left.
Tilted. Tilted towards the left.
Towards the left.
Tilted. Then,
Detailed towards the left. Heart
then
has four chambers. The two upper chambers and vertices. Vertices.
this is auricles. The two upper chambers are called as auricles, and two lower chambers are called ventricles. Okay.
Auricles and two lower chambers called vertices.
Ventricles.
Ventricles.
Ventricles. So two upper
Ventricles.
chambers are called auricles. Two upper chambers are called auricles. Two lower
Yes.
chambers are called ventricles. Okay. Next.
Heart
Heartbeat.
heartbeat the
Rhythmical.
rhythmical
The rhythmical.
rhythmical contraction and relaxation constitute the heartbeat.
Okay.
Stethoscope is used to feel heartbeat.
The heartbeat is what? It is rhythm. It is not uneven. It is even breathing, even beat. Contraction, like how you press, that is contraction. You just leave it loose, it is relaxation. That makes the one heartbeat. So when the heart contracts and then relaxes, it makes one heartbeat. So doctors are using stethoscope to feel the heartbeat, to know the heartbeat, and they count the pulse rate. Okay. Next,
Each heartbeat generates one pulse
pulse, pulse,
pulse in the arteries.
arteries,
Arteries. Arteries.
arteries. Fine. So arteries
Arteries.
is a tube which carries the blood. Remember that. So arteries are the tube which carries blood from the heart to all parts of the body, and veins collect all the carbon dioxide rich blood and it takes to the heart. You got my point?
Yes.
Arteries take to all parts of the body and veins takes to the heart. There's a difference. Okay, so pulse is what? The rate of rate of beating of the heart. Next,
Pulse rate per minute indicates the rate of heart. Animals such as spongy and
sponges,
spongies,
sponges, sponges,
spongies,
and hydra.
spongies, and hydra do not possess any circulate system. Exchange of materials take place through water in which they live.
Fine. Now, if you take very simple or primitive organism, namely sponges, sponges you get in seawater. Where you get seawater, sponges. And hydra we get in pond water. You understand? What you get in sponges? Sponges are generally porous. These are sponges. It's got pores. Okay. So from these pores, this is the body and it's got pores. Dot, dot, dot. So it is in the seawater. So what is happening? The material from the seawater enters these pores and gets into the body of the sponges. Same way, while using all these nutrients from the seawater, it is taking out the waste product as well. It's creating a waste product as well. This waste product diffuses through the wall of the body, wall of the organism. Any problem? This is how the exchange of material takes place through water where they live. Simple way of it. This is called as diffusion. What it is called as? Beta, what it is called as? Diffusion. Okay? The exchange of material, there's no heart and all those things in hydra or sponges. Okay. Okay? Understood? Okay, now you please read heartbeat.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yeah, sure.
The walls of the heart is made up of muscles. These muscles contract and relax rhythmical production of product
Rhythmically, beta, not rhythm. It's rhythmically.
rhythmically producing heartbeat. We can feel the
Producing,
heartbeat.
beta, read properly, please. I request you, read
We,
properly.
we can feel the heartbeat if we place a hand on the left side of the chest. Human heart beats about 70-80 times per minute.
Hmm. So, the walls of the heart is of which muscles? Cardiac muscles. What is the function of these cardiac muscles? That they contract, then they relax, rhythm, beat, rhythmically. You know, it's like a beat of a drum. Not 1 second more, not 1 second less. It is rhythmically, it is beating. This is called as heartbeat. And when you place your hand on the left side of the chest, you can feel it. And how many times does it beat? It beats 70 to 80 times per minute. Okay? What is this stethoscope? Read. Yes, beta.
Sta- Stethoscope is a device used to hear the sound of heartbeat. It has a chest piece and two pieces joined by tubes.
Tubes. You can
Tubes.
say this is earpieces and this is chest piece. So this piece is put on a chest and this earpieces the doctor puts in his ears, isn't it? This is called a stethoscope. Any problem?
No.
Now we see circulation process. What exactly it is? Read. Read better.
Ma'am, I read.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I read.
One of you, the one who has not got the chance, can.
Ma'am, we both had got the chance.
Okay. Who has not got the chance?
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay. And you will, when I ask you to stop, you have to stop better. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Circulation process. Number
Circulation.
one, the circulation process. The right aurically receives CO2-rich bloods from the various part of the body. The right ventricle pumps the blood to the lungs, where the CO2 is removed and the oxygen is absorbed.
Now stop it.
Number two.
Stop it. If I ask you, which one is right auricle, can you say? This is the right auricle. From our side, it looks left, but actually, when you put it on the other side, it is right auricle. The other is right atrium. The tube is right atrium. So this is right auricle and this is left auricle. This is right, this is left. This you understood? This you understood better?
Yes, ma'am.
So the right auricle is getting what? Carbon dioxide rich blood. The carbon dioxide rich blood is coming from where? From various parts of the body. You got my point? Now see, the right ventricle, which is the right ventricle? This is the right ventricle. Can you see this? This is the right ventricle. And this is the left ventricle. Now see what right ventricle does. The right ventricle is pumping the blood where? Because it has got carbon dioxide rich blood. So where it will send? It will send to lungs. So the right ventricle will pump the blood to lungs. You understood now? Where carbon dioxide is removed
Yes.
and what is absorbed? Oxygen is absorbed. Understood this much?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next point. This is right
Number
auricle.
two.
Now let's see what left auricle does. Read.
The left auricle receives the oxygen-rich blood and is come back to the heart from the lungs. The left ventricle pumps this blood to the rest of the body.
Now it's left auricle. This one. It receives, say this is blue color. The blue color suggests CO2. The red color suggests O2. You understood this much?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the left auricle is getting oxygen-rich blood from where? From lungs. In the right auricle, it got carbon dioxide-rich blood from where? From all parts of the body. So it will go to lungs and it will be removed. Whereas in case of left auricle, it is getting oxygen from the lungs. From where it is getting? From the lungs. Okay? Okay, beta? And the left ventricle, this is the left ventricle. This is the left ventricle. Now it is pumping the blood to all parts of the body. So it is giving oxygen rich blood to all parts of the body, all cells of the body. Any problem?
No, ma'am, no problem.
No.
Okay. That's why I'm going step by step so that we will not be confused. Fine. Now the third point. Now one sentence and you will
So,
stop. Okay, beta? Read.
okay, ma'am. The right side of the heart is completely separated from the left side with the help of the partitions called septum, so that
Septum.
the two parts of the septum
So the two parts of the blood do not mix.
Okay. Now here you can see this. This. Can you see this wall in between? This wall. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the wall in between? Between this and between this. Can you see this wall? It is
Yes,
separating.
ma'am.
So the so it does not mix. The blood does not mix, right? So it is called as septum. What it is called as? Hello. What it is called as?
Septum.
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 Right. So two types of blood. What are the two types of blood? One is carbon dioxide rich blood and the other one is oxygen rich blood, right? So carbon dioxide rich blood is coming from all over the body. Oxygen rich blood is coming from the lungs. You understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, good. Next.
The, the heart has a number of valves that allows
Valves.
the blood.
Say it
Huh?
again. Valves.
Valves. Valves that allow the blood to flow in a one direction only.
Stop it. Now can you see this portion? This is a valve.
Yes.
This is a valve. Can you see this portion? This is again a valve. That means the flow of blood is only in one direction. The blood will not go up. It will not go like this, but it will always come down. Okay, so you can see the blood is coming down. This is the function of valve. It will not it will not go back. That is what I mean. Here also you can see it is coming down. Can you see this? In the left ventricle. This is also valve, right? So only in one direction the blood will move. Okay? Read.
Body enters the
The
right
blood.
side of the heart and
Yes.
blood enters the right side of the heart and is pumped to the lungs where it gives up the carbon dioxide and picks up the oxygen.
Okay. So where actually the blood is entering? It is entering the right side. Here. The blood is entering the right side. Can you see this? It is entering the right side. Got it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Blood